Hey, damsels, and welcome to our Empower Moment Safety Workshop. I have been wanting to do this with you all for a while, so let's dive right into it. If you don't know, or if you do, a great reminder is that Damsel is all about the three E's: equip, empower, educate, or uh, or encourage. It's both the kind of intermingle them. But either way, we want to equip you with the tools to protect yourself and your loved ones. We want to empower you to tell your testimonies, to understand that you can live out in the world regularly, and just make sure that you educate yourself on the stats, the realistic life that we're living in right now, so that you can use your self-defense tools effectively and be able to walk in the world and live in the world equipped and understanding what's going on. There are some things that if you have been traumatized in the past or whatever, that it may be sensitive information for you. So just as a forewarning, this is some of our Damsel House. Our Damsel House is what our mission, part of our mission is. It's like the foundation of it. So with the Damsel House, as women are rescued from sex trafficking, they are able to be a part of this Damsel House where they learn a new trade, or they are able to be equipped with tools to be successful, and so they don't have to fall back into that as, well, this is all I know, or this is what I'm used to. Because the reality is 1 in 5 women are survivors of rape. With the abduction rate for every child and crimes is skyrocketing and is sky high, it's important for us to be aware and understanding those stats so that we can be prepared for ourselves. So let's look at some safety tips. Some basic things that we need to look at are our situational awareness, right? Our surroundings, where are the exits, who has been around us multiple times in the same day in various locations, or even was somebody in that car when I drove up? Are they still in the car, or did they follow me inside? And it's not about being paranoid, just being cautious, being aware, understanding if something happens or something, as we say, pop off, you're able to have a plan and a backup plan. All right? Your mindset is at warriors. Like, you have the right to live, and your life is worth the fight. So are you going to fight or flee? I know there was a big thing when we were younger. In college, is the fight or flight mindset. And we want you to have the fight mindset, not the flight. So walk in confidence. Keep eye contact with people. If there's someone that's a stranger and you don't know them that's walking up to you, look at them dead in the eye. You can say hi, that's fine, but let them know that you're not afraid. You know what I mean? Like, let them see you. Courage says a mouthful, and you don't want to be an easy target. Be able to say no and hold your no. Your verbal, your nonverbal, how you stand, how you look. When someone's walking behind you and you just, okay, well, I know someone's behind me, I'm going to act like I don't see them or I don't notice them. No. Let their presence be known. I see you. What are you doing? How can I help you? And if you don't want to smile, that is totally fine. Yeah, I don't smile like gas stations. I try to keep like this hardcore face. It's like, no, I'm going to be stiff. But you are strong. You are in control. You can handle those situations. But your face, your posture, how confident you are, speaks volumes. And in reality, you're crying or pleading, that's not going to work. Some people like that. But having that trigger, your stun gun sound, or, hey, get back, what are you doing? Your screams trying to run away is effective. And physical forceful restraints is even more successful. Completed rapes dropped to 14% when a rapist is met with physical force. Why? Because they're not trying to get a hard target. They're not trying to deal with the struggle. They want someone easy that they can grab and go. And when you use your self-defense tools, it decreased to less than 1% of the time. When you're using your defensive skills, when you're using those tactics and the weapons and the tools that you have, it's reduced to the rate of injury to almost zero. So these assaults are real, they exist, but there are also statistics that help us get out of that status quo, to help the negative stats go down. So the big thing that you need to look at is your OODA loop, and your OODA loop is your mind processing skills. They actually came out with this during airplanes and during war. So this is actually a war tactic, and we just snagged it from there. But it's called an OODA loop, where you observe, orient, decide, and act. You see that something's happening. Say somebody is trying to punch you. You observe, your mind is saying, that's a fist. Then you orient yourself like, oh, it's coming at me. Should I move? Okay, I'll move. And when you say it like that, it sounds so slow, right? But how fast do you dodge a fist when somebody's trying to hit you, right? And that's an OODA loop. And as soon as you dodge it, now your attacker has to change their OODA loop, and they have to have another one. It's like, oh no, they just moved. They just they just moved away from my fist. What should I do? I guess I'll strike again. But that OODA loop, throwing theirs off, gives you that extra time to be successful, to get prepared to do the next thing, or to fight or flight. So your OODA loop is that mind processing. So if someone says something wrong, or that they repeat what they have said or done loudly so that other people hear, that might embarrass them or cause them to back away. But it also will draw attention to yourself. That is an OODA loop strategy. That is a self-defense strategy, bringing attention to yourself. We tell kids, don't yell, help me, help me, help me. You yell fire. And when you say something loudly and you repeat it loudly, other people hear, right? If someone touches you wrong, don't touch me there. Don't touch me. I don't know you. And you say it loudly so other people can hear you. Okay, another thing, don't wear ponytails, especially the high ones. That's something that's easy to grab. Headphones, earbuds. You don't want to have something that distracts you from your environment. You want to be able to hear everything that's going on, even if it's somebody discreetly talking on their phone. Like, let your mom ears work. And then park in different spots all the time. And lock your doors.